What we're going to bring you today with Carol's assistance is a story of accommodation made for an elderly bulldog. Yes, I'll say elderly because he'll be 9 in January, so that puts him as an elder statesman of the English bulldog community. But as pet owners, I believe you folks can, you have your own stories that relate to something like what just happened to us today, just now. So we have Reuben here. He's in his throne, his chair. And he had been barking for me to sit with him on the chair. And we know our pets over time. We know their different intonations. We know their voice, if you will. And this voice was very loudly proclaiming, I need to be on the chair. I need you to be right there next to me. Notice the pillow that I use behind me. So that's a marker that I was there. As a side note, when I'm not on there, he wants that moved. Because that is not an appropriate place for it. But that's another story. So we started off with the dog and myself here. And that lasted about 15, 20 minutes. And then he decided, no, this will not do. Perhaps he was getting a little bit hot, but he changed, his needs changed in a whim, changed in a moment. And he jumped down and began barking at me. Now, I was sitting here comfortably, tried to assist him, and so I got down. And what Reuben wanted then, because we were knowing by the intonations of his barking and his crankiness, was that he wanted to be back up on this chair by himself. So what we did was I put him back up on the chair because maybe he was getting a little overheated, maybe he didn't want me next to him, even though initially that's what he wanted. So we went ahead, we put him up. I lifted him up because even though he can jump up on here, he barks to be lifted up. So I lifted him up and he sat down and he relaxed. And I sat over on the couch next to my lovely wife, Carol. Thank you, Carol.
Yeah.
And what happened next was he then began barking and he stood up and came to the edge of the ottoman here and was barking for me to come back and join him. But it was not to join him sitting in the spot that we were sitting in previously. No, nay, it was not to do that. It was to sit exactly where I'm sitting right here. What he wanted was full control of the chair. And he did not want me next to him to get him overheated, but he wanted me by his side. So here I am, a 54-year-old man, sitting next to my very own chair, watching TV, while the dog is enjoying everything and in absolute luxury. So he has me near him. He has everything. He has everything he wants, and we're giving it to him
Every night.
Every night, we're giving it to him every single night. Now he deserves it. I get that, but when you look back at the whole thing, it's a little ridiculous what we do for our pets. Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It's going to probably happen tomorrow. So it is what it is.
It is certain to happen tomorrow.
It is certain to happen tomorrow, but I'm sure you guys have your own stories of where you've accommodated your dog. Love to hear them. Put them in the comments if you can. Let us know what ridiculous steps you took to pamper your dog. That when you say it out loud to other people, it sounds insane and or ridiculous. We'd love to know it. But anyway, that's how we've accommodated for Reuben today. The story of accommodation. I better let him be.
Mm-hmm.